Now question number 3 of exercise 5.1. Consider two postulates. Consider two postulates given below. The first one is, given any two distinct points A and B, there exists a third point C which is in between A and B. Okay? And the second postulate is what? There exists at least 3 points that are not on the same line. Now, postulates, we consider that this is postulate, means accept it without proof. Now, question is what? Do these postulates contain any undefined term? Yes. Undefined term are in this postulate point. Okay. After that, line, distinct line. So these are undefined terms. Second question, are these postulates consistent? Yes, they are consistent. Why? Why they are consistent? See, because read the first postulate again. Given any two distinct point A and B, there exists a third point C which is in between A and B. A and B, there exists a third point C which lies in between. And there exists at least 3 points that are not on the same line. Here they are on the same line, so there exist 3 points, they are not on the same line, means it is just like ABC, 3 points, they are not on the same line, means both are consistent according to not each other but individually they are right. That's why it is known as consistent. They are not depend on each other. Okay, they are not mutually connected with each other. And that's why the last question is, do they follow from Euclid's postulate? So no, they don't follow Euclid's postulate. Question number 4 on page number 86. If a point C lies between the 2 point A and B such that AC equals to BC, then prove that AC equal to half AB. Explain by drawing the figure. So first I draw the figure. A and B. Point C is here such that AC equals to BC. Given what is your data? In figure, point C lies in between A and B such that AC equals to BC. To prove AC equals to half of AB, and then proof means logical arguments. How to prove this? See, AC and BC are same, so you can say that what is AB? AB means what? AC plus BC, right? AB equals to what? AC plus, but BC means what? AC. So instead of BC, I can write AC. Give reason. BC equals to AC. AB equals to AC plus AC. I can write 2 times AC. 2 is in multiplication. Take other side. It will be in division. Means half of AB equals to AC. Hence proved. Simple. Question number 5. See, in question 4, point C is called the midpoint of line segment AB. Yes, because AC equals to BC. Prove that every line segment has one and only one midpoint. What is the data? C is the midpoint of line segment AB. As per question number 4, it is given. And to prove what, every line segment has one and only one midpoint. To prove every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Okay, now see proof. Line segment AB, C is the midpoint given. Now suppose that C is not the midpoint. Okay, so let D is the midpoint of AB. If D is the midpoint of AB, according to question number 4, I can write that AD equals to BD. Call it result number 1. But what is given? C is the midpoint of AB. Given it is. Reason what? G means given. C is the midpoint of AB. That means I can write AC equals to BC. Result number 2. This is given. Now subtract 1 from 2. So AC minus AD, left side with left side, BC minus BD, AC minus AD, that is equals to BC minus BD. AC minus AD, BC minus BD is not possible, right? And AC minus AD will be what? CD according to diagram. But if you take D here, then you can use this one also. So from 1 and 2, you can say that if AC minus AD, then that is equals to what? BC minus BD. So you can write that DC equals to what? See, AC minus AD, I can write DC or CD. BC minus BD, that is called, if you take minus sign common, it is BD minus BC. So DC equals to what? Minus. BD minus BC is what? Again DC. So DC equal to minus DC. Minus DC, take this side, DC plus DC equals to 0. 2 times DC equals to 0. 2 is in multiplication, move down. 0 divided by anything, 0. DC equal to 0 means DC equal to 0 means what? This is not the distance. D must here on C. It means what? D equals to C. Or you can write that points D and C coincide. एक बीजानी ऊपर असे. Then and then we can say that DC equals to 0. It means what? If you take any point other than C, then this point is also the same C. It means every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Write down this statement, hence it is proved. Okay? Question number 6. Figure is given again. A, B, C and D. In the figure, the given is AC equals to BD, the data. In figure, AC equals to BD. Then prove that. That is to prove AB equals to CD. See, AC equals to BD given. We start with this data given. Now AC means what? According to the diagram, I can write AB plus BC. AB plus BC, that is equals to what is called BD? BC plus CD. Now both the sides same term, BC cancel, remaining is AB equals to CD, hence proved. Sorry. Question number 7, see, why is axiom 5 in the list of Euclid's axiom considered a universal truth? This is about axiom, not postulate. So see the axiom number 5. Axiom number 5, the whole is greater than the part. Axiom 5 is what? The whole is greater than the part. It is a universal truth. Why? Because we know that part is the subset of whole. Part is what? Subset of whole. Whole means total, and part is the small portion of the whole. That's why we said that it is the universal truth. This is your exercise 5.1, and after that some concept, and then exercise 5.2. Okay, write down this.